Hello friends, my name is Ashok Sijala. In this session, we learn the list box in ASP.NET with C#. So let us start. First, I share my laptop screen, and here Microsoft Visual Studio Express for Web Edition is open, and basic website folder is already open. In File menu, I take new file. Here Visual C# web form file is selected, and here provide the name of file like lst list dem. Lst means list. Okay, and just press add button. Here we take the heading list box dem. Okay, and here in division take one panel as a container control and provide ID like P1 run at server side and grouping tags, that is static list to list box. Okay, in this session we have to use static lists, and there are two ways to supply the static list. Statics mean that we can supply as the design time. So here we provide design time like take one ListBox Control, that ID lst list run at server side, and here the child, that is we have to take first technique list item, and that text and value we have to supply. So in this example we have to take a programming language like C language, and that value also same C language. You can supply the text and different value, but here we can select the same value as a text and value property of child tag of list box. List item is a child tag of list box, or every grouping control in ASP.NET. Here take C++, and here also C++. Here we have to take next like Java, and here also I change the value as a Java, and last we have to take like C#, and here also C#. Okay, so this is the first technique. Here we provide one BR tag and take it one button to supply our list bt submit connect server side, and text is submit. Okay. Now taking another BR tag and take one label to print our list like LBL answer run at server side, and text is like output. Okay, so our design, we can look here, one tab is design, so that type of list is appear. Here we provide just before in the list box supply, enter your choice. Okay, enter your choice programming language, and here also provide PR tag. So let's just check our design. So this list here, format menu at set position, by default absolute, we supply the relatively, so our list box easily movement to every place, and we have to take here. Okay, so also submit button we have to select, and here was provide one space, enter key, and here one handler is there, so we have easily movement. Okay, also change, we in panel control take a back color and 4 colors. Pink is back color, and 4 color we use as a blue. Okay, So look for better design. Okay, we have to take the second way. Here our list box and one span button is there. Just click and edit item is there. That is second way we can enter or supply our list to the list box. So here add, just press add button, and here text and values appear. So here we can supply ASP.NET and same text and value. Next enter. Here just select in first this item. Okay, then taking J2W. Okay, and next, if this is extra item for our, so we can also remove this item. If we can take J2W up before the ASP.NET, then this up button is there. If you take the C# in before the ASP.NET, this up button is work. So you can up down here. Categories is there, alphabetically order is there, remove button, add. So that is the second way you can supply the list of any group control in ASP.NET. So just press add button, and here scroll bar is appear. Runtime we have to see our all list. Okay, or you can increase your size, that is also display, but we have to take just 4 items to display, and after running time scroll bar is we can use. Okay, now let us coding. Our design part is now perfect, and there are two techniques. Directly in source code we write our list item tag, we write and providing the this item in the span button, that is looking in the different way. Like we take here text and value, but here just starting and ending tag, and in between the ASP.NET is writing. So that is normal difference between here provide the list, and in design part span tag we provide the list. Okay, now submit button, we take the selected list item in the label text. So start the coding button, click event. So here we take one string variable. So string, like we can use data type, not class. There are classes exist string, and data type is also exist. So s1 is a data type variable, and here provide one blank and take one for loop, like integer I equal to 0, I less than uh, lst list, that is our list box id, and that item member we have to use items, and that is count method is exist how many member of the list box. So here we directly supply the our condition, because that return is a in type integer, and I plus plus. So here we selected item is print our label. So we take one if condition lst list dot items of I, and that one property is a selected, and that return is a boolean. So we take directly if condition, and s1 plus equal to, that is shorthand compound assignment operator, and lst list dot items of, that is pronunciation, because that is only array, and that is text. We have to supply the s1 variable, and here after the for loop we take our label id lbl answer dot text, and directly supply s1 variable. So let us check first our coding, our list is displaying the label text or not. So here, yes, scroll bar is appear, and rest of item we have to select it. So we just select here only one item, because by default is a single item you can select the list. So just submit, C language is display. I press on Java and just submit, Java is print. So by default in the list box, only one item we can select. If we choose the multiple item in the list, so we take one change in design source code. So here in design source code, so our file is okay, and design source code here in list box first starting tag. Here we provide one change and that name is selected mode property exist. Okay, and there are two possible values, single and multiple. By default single is exist, we take the multiple value, so we can select the multiple item in the list box. So after this we take three button to other useful method of the list box. Like here we have to just copy this button, okay, and press three times. Okay, first method, and that known as btr remove method is there. So button text is we take remove, and on click we have to here remove, because that is we have to copy on the submit button. And next button we take btr at remove at method is there, so we remove, here write the remove at. Okay, and on click we have to just erase. And here last button, and his name is pt clear. So clear is the last because our list is gone, so clear method is completely remove our list from the list box. So here text change just clear. There all are is method of the list box or any group controlling ASP.NET. Okay, and here in design parts there are four buttons. Submit we have to apply. Okay, and that submit I just click, and here we use some other method directly in the submit button. Like in if condition we check that item is exist or not. So lst dot items that contains method is there, and that is return the boolean value, so we take directly in the if condition. And lst dot items, like we have to check second item exist or not. So here we write in the response is a page class member and write is their method, and the item is in the list, and just print lst list dot items of 2 and 2 string, or directly we can take the text, so their item is print. Otherwise else part we just copy this response dot write here and remove the item printing and give the message item is not in the list. Okay, another simple method x variable we have to take, because this method return the integer value, and that items and name is index of returning the integer value that item exists in the list or not. Like lst dot items, and position we take the first, that item is exist or not. So here we print in response dot write. Okay, and the item index is okay, and just print x. Okay, and last we have to provide here one br tag, so our separate message is here. Take uh, another response dot write how many element our list we have to so print. So here provide one PR tag and the number of items are. Okay. So just we LST ListBox ID items and that count we already use in our if for loop condition. So here we also print. So that submit button coding is sufficient. Now take the other button coding and we just go over design file. So I close this file, yes, save, yes, and just press here double click. So remove button remove exists. So lst dot items dot remove. So remove your item like lst, okay, lst dot items of, like I remove the third. Okay, you just pass the index, so that item is gone. So here remove your item by element, and RemoveAt is a index wise, so that is the different remove and remove. Here we supply the member and the item that exists, that item of uh, item position, and here we pass the index RemoveAt method. So just only one line coding items of RemoveAt, and that is we have passed supply here one. So this is the index one. Okay, and index start is always 0, and last method is complete, that is known as clear. So remove our list from the item or list box. So here clear, just clear method is exist, all list is gone from this. So I think this is sufficient. So all we have to use here, like contains method is there, that is returning the bool value. So we directly write in if condition item is exist, so that item is print. If item is not exist, the item is not in the list, the message is print response dot write index of which item that index is hold, so that is return integer. So x variable is hold the integer value and just print, and how many element in the list, that is called the count property, that is property. And after we write the three button coding remove, that is the element member, this third element is removed from the list, and here remove add, that is the index second. So because index start with 0, so second element is removed, and last is clear all the list. So now we check our multi item is selected or not, or all other button working very well or not. So first we select the multi, because we provide selected mode as a multi. So there are two techniques to selecting the multi value. Just first item select, and after shift press, and here all item is selected, then submit. So there is here all four item is printing. Here Java we have to pass in the item is containing or not. So third item Java is there, index there is first, and number of item is a 6. If you select the second technique, we first C language is selected. Okay, so first we have to remove, okay, and that is hold the control key. First we select C language, I bypass the C++, just Java is selected, then scroll bar ASP is selected, so you can press the control key, and that is the second technique. You can select your list box item, so that type of item member is print. And now we use other button coding check for very well work or not. So just press one in the list, so all other item is selection is disappear, like remove. So here I think one memory is gone, and that is the C#. Okay, and remove at button press, So another member is gone. So that is the CPP, because we provide the second index. Okay, one. So that is second position or index, and clear. So all our item. Okay, just okay. So our list is blank. Here one change is required. Here all item is so closely. So provide one blank page, that is we see in the front end. So here one change is required. So here running debugging mode we off first, and we open the list. Our file name is a list lstdem. So okay, so here appear, and in coding part we have to provide here just one blank page, so our member print as a separate. Okay, there is no other change is required. Just we control s any change in the coding, that time you can save always and then after run. Okay, so let us check that concatenation of pace is working or not. We have just press shift key, first item, C language is selected, and just we press Java, so three item is selected, and just press submit button. So okay, so here one separation, one blank page is appear. So I think that is the sufficient all method, all properties of this box. In my next upcoming video lecture, we provide the dynamic list to the list box. So wait for that video lecture. Subscribe my channel Ashok C Jala Academy, and press the bell icon to never miss any update. Thanks for watching, and Hare Krishna.